What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl Tanisha coming to you again. How are you today? Good. I'm glad. I really am. I'm coming to you to just ask you to be a little bit more grateful. I know we get caught up in the days of living and working and taking care of this and taking care of that and running errands and going to the bank and going to the grocery store. Just be a little bit more grateful. Like on some real grateful type stuff. Like, for real. Like, I'm being serious. Like, because if you think about that thing, it's so much going on out here in the world. It's so many people who are at a loss, who don't, let me make sure I get this right. Okay. Who don't have a majority of the things, not even a fraction of the things that you have. Like, seriously. What really got me to thinking this is what really got me to thinking. There was this young boy, 5 years old. Some man at the Mall of, in Missouri or something, Mall of America, picked the 5-year-old up off the, like he was on the 3rd floor, picked the 5-year-old boy up and threw him over the balcony. Why in the world would you do that? I don't understand that. I never will understand that. I'm not even trying to understand it. I just know you were wrong. There's no way around it. And you need to be punished for what you did. This is what I know. But the amazing thing is that the 5-year-old boy, now mind you, he fell from 40 feet. Now when he was injured, he was bleeding from the head and all this other stuff. Do you know they said that boy is going to make a full recovery with no brain damage? No brain damage, no significant injuries that will prevent him from growing up and being a positive contribution to society. Nothing. And y'all can't tell me God is not real. If I was that family, I would be so grateful. So grateful. Grateful that my son did not die. And then here we go. A lot of times we just riding around and we, complain about everything. We complain about traffic. We complain about the president. We complain about the grocery store, the prices. We complain about gas. We complain about who did this or who didn't do this. We are some of the most complainingest people that I think ever. Like, one, we feel like we are entitled to a lot of things. You're not entitled to, a majority of the things that you get. Like, they're just not supposed to be. That's just where you happen to be born, and that's your lot in life. There's some people who don't have clean running water. There's some people who have to bathe in the same place that their animals bathe in. There's some people who don't have a 4-bedroom house. They have a 1-room hut, and they have to share it with multiple other people. Now, not to say these simpler forms of living are just, beneath anyone. But my point is this: we have so much, especially in America. We have so much to where other people from other countries will give their leg, their arm, a kidney, a finger to just come here. Do you understand? Send their children over the border because they know the opportunities that exist here in America. So that brings me to the point of, are you capitalizing on the opportunities that you've been given? Or do you complain about what is not going for you and what isn't working? Or do you use that same energy to get out here and get it to work for you? That's my question to you. I'm one of those kind of people who I like to examine myself. Like, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong in this situation? Do you understand? Not what he did, what she did, what they did, what them over there did. No, I'm trying to figure out how I can make the situation better. How I can change this situation for the better for me. Do you understand? Or for whoever's involved. Not complaining about this isn't working and this not working and that's not working. If you want to know a number one way to turn me just to not even want to deal with you is to be always complaining about what's going on. Because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, what are you going to do to change it? What are you going to do to change it? Are you going to remove yourself from that situation? Are you going to modify that situation in some way, shape, form, or fashion? What are you going to do to change it? We got so much power over our own lives, but we refuse to exert that power. Why? If there's something you don't like, change it. Change it, change it, change it. I know that's easier said than done. I get it. However, the first step is to realize that you can do that. that you can change things that are going on around you that you don't like. No one's trapped. Now, unless you're in prison, you can get out and go do something different than what you have going on with you. Unless you're just sick and terminally ill and you are bedridden, okay, I get it. But the majority of us who are walking around able-bodied, 2 hands, 2 feet, a brain that's functioning, the ability to go capitalize, the ability to work, the ability to read, research, find out information, build whatever it is that we want. Yeah, it may take time, but my thing is this: stop complaining and use that same energy to get to work. If we took that same negative energy that we use sometimes to complain and we converted it into energetic fuel, we'd be a force to be reckoned with. A force to be reckoned with. Consistency. We got to stay consistent in this thing. People feel like things are supposed to happen overnight. No, they don't happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight unless you just win the lottery. Okay, then a lot of things going to happen for you overnight. But the rest of us, billions of people who were not winning the lottery, yeah, nothing's going to happen for us overnight. So we have to work for it. Work towards it. Go in the direction of it. Do you understand? Like, too many times we feel like things are just supposed to be handed to us. No, nobody is supposed to do anything for you. Nobody owes you anything. So at the end of the day, you have to really make up in your mind, what am I going to do to change my situation? What am I going to do? First of all, am I grateful for whatever my situation is initially? And if I'm not necessarily pleased with it, then what am I going to do to change it? That's the question. That's the question. Not what is he going to do, she going to do, they going to do. What are you going to do? Does that make sense? All right. This your girl Tanisha giving you a big old hug from afar, telling you that you got the power to change anything in your life that you do not like. Go out there and use your power. All right?